blazing hot start to her rookie year. She kind of got called out. WNBA teams got called out for not necessarily guarding her like she's killing the league right now. I mean, she's lighting it up, and people are calling it out. Wait a minute. She's getting the Paige Beckers treatment. This is the Sophie Cunningham finger. She's getting the Paige Beckers treatment. They're not guarding her super hard, super physical, full court, blitzing, doubling, trapping like they do with Caitlin Clark. What the hell is going on?
Courtney Williams made some waves recently with her comments about Caitlin Clark, and the basketball world has been buzzing ever since. During a Twitch stream alongside Natasha Cloud, formerly of the Minnesota Lynx and now suiting up for the Seattle Storm, Williams got to talking about Olivia Miles before the conversation naturally drifted toward Clark. The backdrop to all of this is that Miles has had a scorching start to her rookie campaign.
Blitzing, doubling, trapping like they do with Caitlin Clark. What the hell is going on? Natalie Nakase caught wind of it, and Natalie Nakase gave her 25% of the Caitlin Clark treatment, and she struggled mightily, okay? She had a really tough fourth quarter down the stretch versus the Washington Mystics, and we'll see where this thing goes from here. But we got to get to what Courtney Williams had to say about Caitlin Clark, because this thing is making a lot of noise. Let's get into it.
People around the league noticed that opposing teams were not going at her with the same intensity they bring against Clark. No full court pressure, no doubling, no physicality. Observers drew comparisons to how Paige Buchers and Sophie Cunningham have been handled. Then Natalie Nakase turned the dial up to about a quarter of the Clark treatment, and Miles hit a rough patch down the stretch against the Washington Mystics.
Into it.
Is the rawest rookie I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not even joking. But
okay, she's talking about Olivia Miles, the rawest rookie. This is before Caitlin Clark came up.
You know me, I wouldn't even just be saying just anything, bro. Like with my own eyes, like I ain't gonna lie, Caitlin Clark raw as fuck too. But I ain't like in practice with her. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not like.
But the real talking point came when Williams shifted to Clark. She made it clear. She is not around Clark daily, does not share a locker room with her, and has only caught her a handful of times on television and across from her on the court. Even with that limited exposure, Williams had zero hesitation.
I'm not like every day I'm sick. You know what I'm saying? Like I just seen a couple times like on TV and playing against her, and I'm like, yeah, she's cold. Like anytime anybody say something about Caitlin Clark, like, she really that good. I be like, bro.
Yes.
She good, bro. Like, she's cold for real. But
see, look. First, she was talking about her teammate. She's like, yo, Olivia Miles cold. You got to think she's seeing Olivia Miles every day, practice, live in games, doing whatever she want, talking trash. But then it popped in her mind.
She called Clark cold. She called her one of the ones. She said Clark does it consistently, night after night, and that there is simply no answer for it.
Games, doing whatever she want, talking trash. But then it popped in her mind. Wait a minute. I can't get beside myself. Caitlin Clark is like that. Now, I don't see her every game. I don't see her in practice every day. But I know from seeing her on TV, from having to stand in front of that and trying to stop her from pulling up threes from the parking lot, Caitlin Clark is really the one. Caitlin Clark is like that. I wish there were more WNBA players who could be honest about Caitlin Clark, like Courtney Williams has.
What struck many observers was Williams's candor. She had just been praising Miles, who she watches grind every single day in practice. The raw talent, the swagger, the unfiltered game. Yet even while riding high on her own teammate, Williams pumped the brakes and gave Clark her proper credit.
Courtney Williams has been.
To see, like, every day, like, bro, she really one of them ones, like, and she doing this, like, consistently.
Yeah.
Consistently, bro. I'm like, these folks ain't got no answer.
So that was Courtney Williams initially speaking about Olivia Miles, but then Caitlin Clark came up because she's like, wait a minute. Caitlin Clark broke.
The acknowledgement carried weight precisely because it was not forced or prompted. It just came out naturally, the way truth tends to do. The broader frustration in some circles is that this kind of honesty has been rare among veteran WNBA players when it comes to Clark.
62 records as a rookie. Yeah, she's like that. She's like that. Nobody's getting defended like her. And it just sucks that the rest of this league can't be as honest about the Caitlin Clark talent and the Caitlin Clark effect and impact as Courtney Williams has been. Shout out to the stud butt. Stud butts. She's been able to not have such an ego, not be jealous, not be butthurt, and act threatened at the greatness of Caitlin.
Williams acknowledged all of that without being asked to dress it up. Separately, analyst Robin Lumberg entered the conversation. Lumberg, long viewed as a supporter of Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White, appeared to shift his position in a recent segment.
Hurt and act threatened at the greatness of Caitlin Clark. Unlike a bunch of these other WNBA vets who have been pure haters, not since day one, since before Caitlin Clark even got into the league. Lexi Brown, Cheryl Swoops, veteran, all these people was running around, hating, acting jealous. You already know what it was. Courtney Williams said, yeah, I got a killer. She's cold, Olivia Miles, but yeah, Caitlin Clark, she different. She really like that. She's really him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Now,
his message was blunt: hand Clark the keys to the offense or step aside. Once Clark draws the defense and finds her teammates, players like Kelsey Mitchell end up with open looks going downhill, and there is simply no stopping Mitchell in those moments. Lumberg framed it as a straightforward binary for the coaching staff.
Really bad for WNBA star Brittany Griner. It certainly does. It doesn't look like she is coming home anytime soon. Wow, we just learned about the prison conditions over there and about how there's basically 2 showers a week. Oh, man, make you think twice about what you do before you go through customs in a foreign country like Russia. WNBA star Brittany Griner is not a main concern.
Yuri Ushakov, speaking on the Moscow Kremlin-Putin program, stated that the Biden administration's push to bring Griner home is driven more by domestic political calculations than genuine concern for her well-being. In this tense situation, I think that Biden is thinking first and foremost about the upcoming midterm elections, Ushakov said. He keeps emphasizing the need to bring Griner home, however it's not the main issue we are concerned about. The statement signals just how low a priority Griner's case has become for Moscow.
Star Brittany Griner is not a main concern, Russian aide declares. And this is an update. An aide to Russian President Vladimir Putin said Sunday that WNBA star Brittany Griner's release is not imminent. Quote, in this tense situation, I think that Biden, is thinking first and foremost about the upcoming midterm elections. Look,
Biden further indicated he would be open to discussing the matter with Putin at the upcoming Group of 20 summit in Indonesia. Despite these stated intentions, Russia's public posture remains dismissive.
About the upcoming midterm elections. Look, we said this Brittany Griner thing for the Democrats was a political ploy, and Biden was trying to make it look like I am doing everything I can to get her out. He offered up the Merchant of Death in a trade swap for Brittany Griner. Russia came out and said she's not a priority, and they haven't even acknowledged that trade offer last week.
Officials there have also pushed back on Western perspectives around medical marijuana, framing the entire situation as a reflection of broader cultural differences. The overall message from Moscow is that, amid an ongoing war and strained global relations, Brittany Griner simply does not register as a pressing matter on their end, and a resolution, at least in the near term, remains far out of reach.
Haven't even acknowledged that trade offer last we heard. Not even acknowledged it. In this tense situation, I think that Biden, is thinking first and foremost about the upcoming midterm elections, said Yuri Ushakov on state-run TV program Moscow Kremlin Putin. Quote, he keeps emphasizing the need to bring Griner home. However, it's not the main issue we are concerned about. Wow. And this is what, of course, Karen Jean-Pierre said a while back. Quote, we're going to continue to do everything we can, work tirelessly every day to make sure we can get them home, said White House Press Secretary Karen Jean-Pierre, speaking on the meeting substance and talking about the meeting between Cheryl Griner, Brittany Griner's wife, and Biden. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan joined Biden at those meetings, the White House said. Goes on to talk about the fact that she is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist and plays for the Phoenix Mercury. The U.S. and Russia has been discussing a potential prisoner swap, but those talks have yet to bear fruit. Yeah, nothing has come out of it. Nothing has come out of it at all. Efforts to arrange a swap to free her, this is USA Today, have been hampered by historically poor relations with Russia. Biden said he would be willing to discuss Griner's case with Putin at next month's Group of 20 meeting in Indonesia. Okay. I mean, that's Biden saying, I'd be willing to talk to Putin if I can get a audience with his... Yeah, please. I mean, this is so political. I mean, it's political from... this is so political. I mean, it's political from the standpoint of the virtue signaling from the Democrats. They're coming out trying to make it look like they're doing everything they can. The other thing is Russia has been very vocal about not making this public from the Biden administration, from people involved, and they continue to come out and make statements about it. And you can tell from this statement, Russia is irritated over this whole thing. Okay, they're irritated.